Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1999 season is on the air. Today's date is August 5th, 99. We are at the Astrodome for a big game from the National League as the Los Angeles Dodgers take on the Houston Astros. The Dodgers come into this game a record of 52-55. We've been seeing them a lot lately. Not seeing the Astros much. We're seeing them tonight. The Astros are 75-33. They have the best record in the replay. The Dodgers at 52-55 are right now a half game back of the Giants for second. Both teams are chasing the Arizona Diamondbacks. That race in the National League West is a little bit closer than you think. Meanwhile, the Astros are just running away with the National League Central. No one's going to catch them. So tonight's game, we'll see how good these Astros are once again. And this time they'll take on the Dodgers. David Vega, Lovely Barbara, Ben Witz, Craig Scarborough are first to join us here at the Astrodome. The Astros historically won this game. They crushed the Dodgers, shut them out 7-0. Astros had 11 hits and an error. The Dodgers had 5 hits and no errors. But, of course, we know that Inside Pitch has a mind of its own. So if everybody is set and ready to go, it is time to play some baseball here at the Astrodome, the eighth wonder of the world. Let's see what happens tonight. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros is Shane Reynolds. Our first look at him. 16 wins, 14 losses, a 3.85 ERA in 99. We are at the Astrodome. Definitely a pitcher's park. Only 118 home runs hit there. Adds 1 to strikeouts, add 1 to walks, -1 to homers. And this -1 actually did come into play in a game earlier this season. Not an empty seat anywhere in the Astrodome. A big game against the Dodgers. Every time the Dodgers visit, the Astrodome is usually full. Clee baseball fan now joins us here at the Astrodome. So now it is time to play some serious baseball. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Dodgers, shortstop Mark Grudzielanek. Great baseball name. 326 average, 7 homers, 46 RBIs in 99. We're going to use blue, white, and white dice. Astros are the home team. Everybody is set. A big, important game here, at least for the Dodgers. Astros is trying to get closer and closer here to winning the National League Central. The Astros pretty much are already on cruise control. They're just waiting for the playoffs. The Dodgers, however, they're not. They need to get a win. Reynolds, 3-2. Wild pitch. It's a blank. Grudzielanek, 4-3, and he grounds 1 to short. That'll be handled by Tim Bogar. And Bogar throws it over for out number 1. It is raining outside. There is some thunder and lightning outside my home, so hopefully the internet will hold out. Next batter is the second baseman, Craig Counsell, who scored I'm pretty sure a Clee baseball fan knows Craig Counsell, who, of course, scored the winning championship run for the 97 Florida Marlins. I'm sure a Clee baseball fan remembers that World Series very well. I'm sure it is one of his favorite World Series of all time. Craig Counsell, though, 218 average, no homers, 11 RBIs in 99. I wouldn't be surprised if Tim now gives me a block dragon. Reynolds, 2-4. Home run chance. 16 is high. Counsell, 3-1, and that is a fly to center field. That'll be handled by Richard Eldago. And that is out number 2. By the way, I was at that game when the Marlins won the championship. Next batter for the Dodgers, left fielder, Gary Sheffield. Hall of Famer. No. Should he be in? Yes. 301 average, 34 homers, 101 RBIs. One of the best home run hitters of all time. Reynolds will pitch. Reynolds, 5-2, error on a throw. Sheffield, 3-1. That's powered into right field. That's a 12. And that's going to stay up there. Easy play going back for it is Derek Bell. And he's going to make the catch. And he's going to retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the first. Yes, I was. Remember, Craig, I only live about less than 20, 30 miles away from Hard Rock Stadium, which, of course, at that time was Pro Player Stadium. So I saw both World Series with the Marlins against the Indians and against the Yankees. I was at all those games. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers is Ismael Valdes. We've seen him before. 9 wins, 14 losses, a 3.98 ERA in 99. Mike Terra Supernova joins us here at the Astrodome. I was at all the games. And David Vega. Yeah, I was at all the games, by the way. Tickets were pretty easy to go. Tickets were actually pretty easy to get due to a friend of mine. Leading off for the Astros, second baseman Craig Biggio, Hall of Famer. I think so. 294 average, 16 homers, 73 RBIs. Yep, the Rockies were officially eliminated. We have not seen Mike Terra Supernova in a while. Valdes, 6'4", strikeout, 18 is a no. Biggio, 6'2", and he leads off with a base hit. Biggio will get a single to center, and he will hold it first. Next up is the third baseman, Russ Johnson. Don't know much about him. 282 average, 5 homers, 23 RBIs in 99. Strategy roll for Biggio. He had 28 steals. He won't get one here. Valdes, 6'4", strikeout. That's just going to miss. Johnson, 2-3, and it's going to be a fly out to right. Going after that will be Raul Mondesi. He'll make the catch for the first out. Next batter is the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell, Hall of Famer. Yeah, 304 average, 42 homers, 126 RBIs in 99. Biggio on at first, and that's a 1. He gets the steal sign. 13 plus 1 is 14. And let's see, Paul LaDuca, the catcher for the Dodgers, has a 0 RBI, a 1-14. He had 28 steals. Why not? 1-14. Biggio is safe. And he is. Biggio will steal a base. So Craig Biggio will get his first stolen base of the game. We will re-roll the strat. And Biggio this time will stay at second base. Valdes will go ahead and pitch. Valdes, 1-5 at the park. Astrodome, 1-4. It's a blank. We're going to have a rare play with men on. Rare plays, men on from at the park. It's a 66. Pitch brushes back hitter. Words are exchanged and both dugouts empty. Calmer heads prevail, but the umpire warns both managers. If any hit by pitch happens after this for the rest of the game, the pitcher is thrown out. Ugh. The dreaded 66 from Rare Plays Men On from at the park. So now that means any hit by pitch is an automatic ejection, and it also activates the brawl and in the Rare Plays as well. So we will redo the at bat. Valdes, 3-4, walk plus, ball 4. He'll walk Bagwell. So Bagwell will trot to first. First walk issued by Valdes. He had 56 of them in 99. Infield back to double play. Next batter is the right fielder, Derek Bell. 236 average, 12 homers, 66 RBIs that year. Strategy roll, and nothing happening. Valdes, 4-4. It's a blank. Bell, 5-2. A line drive right to first. That is out number 2. That is a 1. And a line drive and a line out to first. And there is a runner on first. That's Bagwell lined out to first. It's grabbed there by Karros. He tags Bagwell, and the inning is over. It's an L3 unassisted. No runs, a hit, a walk, and a steal. But a hard line drive right to first. But Eric Karros will make the play, and he will tag out Bagwell, who took off, and that will retire the side. No score after 1. Pretty much a 1. A 1 to 10 would have been an out on the new lineouts that Chris made. Please check out Craig Scarborough's demo games for Inside Pitch. Advanced. He is doing a great job. Top of the second, leading off for the Dodgers, the first baseman, Eric Karros. 304 average, 34 homers, 112 RBIs. I'm thinking Karros belongs in the Hall of the Very Good. He was a heck of a player. Reynolds, 6-1, walk, and that will be ball 4. He will walk Karros. First walk issued by Reynolds. Only 37 he had in 99. That's pretty darn good control. Infield a double play. Next batter is the center fielder, Todd Hollandsworth. 284 average, 9 homers, 32 RBIs that year. Strategy roll for Karros, and that's a 3. He's not going anywhere. And Hollandsworth's going to swing away. Reynolds, 2-1, range play at the park. Astrodome, 2-1, double the center field, but it's a range play for Richard Hidalgo. He was pretty good. His range is a 4, and he will not get it. That's going to be a double to center field. Will it score Karros? Checking the chart, base running rating of 2.54, 5.4, and hold. And he holds if the arm rating is less than -1. Hidalgo actually has a -2. Karros will hold. I actually went ahead and took the chart and cut it up a little bit. So a 5.4, hold if less than -1. He's actually a -2, and he will hold. So Karros gets the third, but he will stay there, and that is a double for Hollandsworth. And now the batter is the right fielder, Raul Mondesi, another heck of a player. 253 average, 33 homers, 99 RBIs in 99. Infield is going to play in with runners at second and third and no one out. Strategy, nothing on the 8. Reynolds, 5-4, strikeout, 18's going to miss. Mondesi, 4-3, and he flies out to left. And that's going to be grabbed by Berkman. And that's out number 1. Mondesi's sacrifice fly of 1. Hit the left, +1. A 1-2. He'll bring in Karros. He won't. Karros base runner 2. Berkman is a -1, so only a 1 he will score. He won't. He'll stay put. So they cannot get the run in on a fly out the left. And now 1 away. Infield staying in. And the next batter is the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, Hall of Famer. I think the 3,000 hits make him that. 275 average, 15 homers, 67 RBIs in 99. Runners at second and third. Infield is still in. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Reynolds, 1-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Beltre, 1-6, and it's a line drive to second. That's out number 2. And that's a 16, and I don't think there's going to be any outs at second and third, and no. And both runners will get back 2 down. So no double play on a line out to second. And now here's the catcher, Paul LaDuca. He gets the catching duties today. 232 average, 3 homers, 11 RBIs in 99. 2 men down. Strategy roll, nothing on the 5. Reynolds will pitch. Reynolds, 3-5. It's at the park. Astrodome, 2-6. And it's a base hit to left field. Dodgers will get on the board. So Karros will score. Hollandsworth with 2 outs, a base running rating of 5. And second to home is a 4-2. And let's see, 4-2. Hold if less than +1. Well, let's see. That was hit to center field. Center fielder is Hidalgo, a -2. Hollandsworth will not score. He'll hold at third. Because he is less than +1 arm. So runners at the corners, but the Dodgers are on the board first. It's 1-0. So the Dodgers historically got shut out in this game. So already we have a new ball game. RBI single by LaDuca. And now here comes the pitcher, Ismael Valdes, an 086 average, no homers, 2 RBIs in 99. So Dodgers already up 1-0. And strategy roll, and nothing happening. Reynolds, 1-6, strikeout. And yeah, called strike 3 on Valdes, but that'll do it right there. And that's the first strikeout for Reynolds. He had 197 of them in 99, but that will end the inning. One run, 2 hits, and a walk. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Astros, left fielder Lance Berkman, 237 average, 4 homers, 15 RBIs. Michael Peterson joins us here at the Astrodome. Valdes, 6'4", strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out. First strikeout for Valdes, he had 143 of them in 99. Here is the center fielder, Richard Hidalgo, 227 average, 15 homers, 56 RBIs. Valdes, 4-2 at the park. Astrodome, 2-2, and that is a grounder to short. Easily played there by Grudzielanek, and he throws it over, 2 down. Now for the Astros is the catcher, Paul Bacco. He got the catching duty today. 256 average, 2 homers, 17 RBIs. The name is familiar. I don't know much about him, though. Valdes, 3-6, strikeout, 11, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. Strikeout number 2 for Valdes. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. After 2, the Dodgers have a 1-0 lead. On to the third. Mark Grudzielanek leads off for LA. He's 0 for 1. 1-0. Dodgers trying to get back to 500. Astros trying to hold, pretty much just waiting really for the playoffs to start. Reynolds, 2-6. It's a blank. Grudzielanek, 3-5. And that's a ground out to short. That'll be handled by Tim Bogar. Bogar again makes another play on Grudzielanek. 1 down. Here's Counsell. Counsell is 0 for 1. LaDuca was a Marlin and a Met. I know LaDuca was. I'm just not sure about Paul Bacco. Reynolds will pitch. 4-3. Strikeout. 18. No. Counsell 4-4. It's a ground out to second base. Biggio will get that. And out number 2. Next batter is Sheffield. Sheffield is 0 for 1. Reynolds will go ahead and pitch. Reynolds, 1-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Sheffield, 6-4. A hard line drive to short. And Bogart puts up the glove. Pop, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Astros is the shortstop, Tim Bogar. That brings back a few memories. 239 average, 4 homers, 31 RBIs for the Astros that year. Valdes, 6-1 against the righty, strikeout plus 10. That's a swing and a miss and a steer right out. And that is the third strikeout for Valdes, 1 down. Next up will be the pitcher, Shane Reynolds. He had a 167 average. He does have a bomb. Valdes, 2-1. Home run result against the righty. Reynolds needs a 5. -1 makes him a 4. And guess what that is? Yeah, guess what that is? Absolutely. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Shane Reynolds. Stadium cheers. Yay! He had 1 home run in 99. I don't know if this was a game he had it in, but he gets it here on a 2-1, a straight home run result. Reynolds needed a 5. -1 was a 4. That is a 4. And Reynolds clocks one out of the park. And as Reynolds is rounding the bases, he says, DH, I don't care what you American Leaguers think. I don't need no stinking DH. Next batter is BGO. BGO got a single his first time up. Valdes will pitch. Valdes, 3-6, strikeout. Called strike 3 on BGO. He'll get him. And that is the 4th K for Valdes. 2 away. And now here's Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 1. Valdes will pitch. Valdes, 1-5. It's at the park. Astrodome, 2-1. Double into center field for Johnson. And going after that will be Hollinsworth. They'll bring it back in, and Johnson's on second to keep the inning going. Double for him. Here's Bagwell. Bagwell walked his first time up. Somebody needs to check Baseball Reference with me and find out when Shane Reynolds hit that home run. I don't think it was this game, but if it is, strategy roll for Johnson. Nothing happened there on the 15th. Was September 14th. Thank you there, Clee. Thank you there, Tim. So later. But close enough for Jazz. Why not? Valdes, 1-3. Home run result. That's a 14, and I don't need to check anything else other than that. Kaboom! That ball is high. It's actually higher than Reynolds. That ball is deep. That ball is deeper than Reynolds. And that ball is gone. Home run, Jeff Bagwell. Stadium cheers. Yay! Two-run bomb by Jeff Bagwell. He had 42 of them in 99, so yeah, he could hit one out with no problem. It's 3-1 Astros. And they go talk to Ismael Valdes on the mound saying, hey, man, you gave up a home run to the pitcher. Now you gave up a home run to their best hitter. Here's Bell. Bell is 0 for 1. Valdes will pitch. Valdes, 3-4. That's a walk plus. That's ball 4. So Bell trots the first. And right now, Valdes can't get out of this inning. Here's Berkman. Berkman 0 for 1. Bell at 18 steals. And he is not going anywhere. Valdes will pitch. Valdes, 4-6, range play. Berkman, 1-6. It's a base hit past short. That ball is hit to Grudzelanic. His range is a 3. Nope, it's going to be a base hit. Bell with a base running of 5 with 2 outs. That will be good enough. He'll make third. So Berkman hits one past short to keep the inning going. And now here's Hidalgo. Hidalgo is 0 for 1. 2 outs, bottom of the third. And right now, Ismael Valdes can't get out of this inning. Strategy roll, nothing on the 4. Berkman actually gets the steal sign. Why not? 17 plus 1 is 18. And LaDuca has a 0 arm. Bell is not going to come home. Berkman on his way to second. A 1-18, he is safe. And he's easily in there. As a matter of fact, they don't even throw. LaDuca holds on to the ball, and Berkman will just get a steal on defensive indifference. Stolen base there. And now runners at second and third, re-rolling the strat, and that's a 20. Valdes turns around to get Berkman, and he throws the ball away. That's a 5, a pickoff error. Bell's going to come in to score. Berkman will go to third. It's now 4-1 Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! That is an E1 first error on the Dodgers in the ball game. They didn't have any historically. And Berkman goes to third. So now Berkman on his third. Redo the strat one more time. Nothing happening here. Valdes, 2-5. Wild pitch. A possible pass ball. LaDuca's pass ball rating is a 4, and that's a 5. It'll bounce off his chest. Berkman will come in to score. 5-1 Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! And now a pass ball, as right now the Dodgers are playing Keystone Cops out there. What an inning for the Astros. That 1-0 lead didn't last long. Valdes will pitch to Hidalgo. And 5-2. Pitcher result. That 4 is going to be a base hit against the righty. It's a base hit past the pitcher and up into the outfield. Hidalgo will get the hit. And now here's Baco. And whatever Valdes is doing, it's not working. Strategy roll for Hidalgo, and he will stay. Valdes, 2-2 against the lefty. Walk, and that's ball 4. And Ismael Valdes is absolutely melting on the mound. The Astros have batted around. Here's Bogar. Bogar is 0 for 1. They go talk to Valdes. Dodger bullpen, pretty getting ready here. Valdes will pitch to Bogar, though. Still, strategy roll. Nothing on the 15. Valdes will pitch. Valdes, 6-4. Strikeout got him, and the inning is over. And all 3 outs were strikeouts. Everything else, nothing, not much else. 5 runs on 5 hits, 1 pass ball, 1 wild pitch, 1 error, 1 stolen base, a solo bomb by Shane Reynolds, and a 2-run bomb by Jeff Bagwell. 5-1 Astros. And Valdes goes into the dugout and throws his glove against the wall. And a partridge in a pear tree. We go to the top of the 4th. We'll see if the Dodgers can maybe come back. Eric Karros leads off. He walked his first time up. Reynolds will go ahead and deal. Reynolds, 6-1, walk, and he walks Karros. So the Dodgers get their leadoff man on. Second time Karros has walked. And now here's Hollingsworth. Remember, no lead is safe at inside pitch. Remember, somebody had a 7-0 lead last night. How did that game go? Infield a double play depth. Strategy roll for Karros. He'll stay put. Reynolds, 1-5, strikeout 9, cold strike 3 on Hollingsworth. And that's a second strikeout for Reynolds, 1 down. Here's Mondesi. Mondesi is 0 for 1. Yes, Ben, you missed the possible game of the year last night. Missed the game of the year candidate. I suggest you check it out. And that's on you. Strategy roll for Karros. That's a 6. Nothing happening there. Reynolds, 2-4. Home run chance. 7 is good against the righty. Mondesi needs them a 16. -1 is a 15. Does Mondesi give the Dodgers 2 back? Yes, he does. Kaboom! That ball is high, deep, gone. Home run, Mondesi. It's 5-3. Mondesi hits a 2-run bomb, and now it's a 5-3 ball game. And what did I just say? No lead is safe when you play inside pitch. Pitcher's Park, huh? I know, right? Here's Beltre. Beltre is 0 for 1. Remember, every time I say it's a pitcher's park, we wind up hitting 20 bombs. But the Astrodome still had 118 home runs, though. That's still a lot. That's a pitcher's park for 1999. 118 home runs in any other year for the Astrodome, like in the 60s or 70s, that would be a neutral park. Reynolds, 2-4. Another home run chance, but the 14 is high. Beltre, 6-3, and it's a fly to center field. And it will stay in the park. Hidalgo will get to it. And that's out number 2. Next up is LaDuca. LaDuca got a single his first time up. Reynolds, 3-6. It's a blank. LaDuca, a 3-4. It's a base hit. LaDuca hits one past second. And the Dodgers have another man on. Valdes is the next batter. Valdes is the next batter. My question is, would they take him out now, or would they bring in a pinch hitter here already here in the fourth? His pull rating is 13. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Would they? Michael Peterson says pinch hitter. Okay, I'll go with the chat. Valdes is coming out of the game. He's not going to last long here, and the Dodgers need to get every win they can get in order to have a shot at making the postseason. So let's see who they're going to go with, and we got a righty on the mound. So coming on to pinch hit for the Dodgers will be Devon White. 268 average, 14 homers, 68 RBIs. Devon White will bat for the Dodgers here. Top of the fourth already is Valdes already leaves with the L. And we'll see what happens here. Strategy roll, LaDuca will stay put. Reynolds, 3-3. It's a blank. White, I'm sorry, no, my bad. 3-3. It's a strikeout. Let me re-roll that again. That's a 10. That is a sign. I was looking at the wrong one. I saw 2-2. 3-3 is a strikeout. I re-rolled that. That is a K. And the side is going to be retired. Third strikeout for Reynolds. But the Dodgers get a couple. 2 runs on 2 hits and a walk. A 2-run bomb by Raul Mondesi. And we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Dodgers fans call for rigging. No, that was a 3-3. It was a strikeout. Definitely. Got to do it right. If I catch it in time, yeah. Leading off for the Astros will be Shane Reynolds. Dodgers need a pitcher, and they'll go with a righty here. And coming on to pitch for the Dodgers is going to be Alan Mills. 3 wins, 4 losses, no saves, a 3.73 ERA, and Mills can pitch to 5. So Reynolds leads off to start the bottom of the fourth. 5-3 Astros already. Mills, 1-4 against the righty walk. The 9 is high. Reynolds, 2-2, and he grounds it to first. That'll be handled by Karros. And Karros will take it to the bag himself for out number 1. That brings up something. By the way, I should mention that I was playing the inside pitch demo on the inside pitch advanced demo, okay, on the computer because I have the PC game, and you get the demo with 4 teams for inside pitch advanced. I played a game between the 24 Yankees and 24 Dodgers, and I brought in 6 relief pitchers throughout that game. What do you think they did to the first batter each pitcher faced? 5 out of 6. What do you think they did? It don't matter what game I'm playing. They're always walking the first batter, even in the computer. Here's BGO. BGO 1 for 2 with a single. Mills will pitch. Don't matter what game I'm playing. 3-1 at the park. Astrodome, 6-1. Grounded to first again. Karros will get to that one as well. He calls off Mills, 2 down. Here's Johnson. Johnson is 1 for 2. Got a double his last time up. 8 runs in this game. 7 were scored historically. Mills, 3-5. Strikeout, swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that will retire the side. Mills had 49 Ks. And they come back with a good inning on the Astros. 5-3 after 4. On to the 5th. Top of the order for the Dodgers. Here's Mark Grudzielanek, and he's 0 for 2. Reynolds will go ahead and pitch. Reynolds, 3-6. It's a blank. Grudzielanek, 6-1. And against the righty, it's a fly ball to left. And Lance Berkman's going to make a put out here, and that's out number 1. That's too many pitchers back then. Too many. What do you mean? I'm 2024, Michael. 2024. Remember, in these days, if you don't go, you have what? You have 13 pitchers in the bullpen, and you have 13 pitchers. You have what? You have 9 or 8 pitchers in the bullpen, and four or five starters. If you don't go through at least half your bullpen now every game, you really didn't do baseball. You really didn't play modern baseball. Here's Counsell. Reynolds 5-1. It's a range play. Counsell 3-3. It's a base hit to center field, but it's a range play for Hidalgo. His range is a 4. He'll get it. 2 outs. Nice play by Hidalgo out there. He'll turn that single into an out. 2 down. And here's the chef. Chef is 0 for 2. 2 men down. Reynolds will pitch. Reynolds 1-4 at the park. Astrodome 5-3. That's powered into left field. That's an 11. It's going to be a double for Sheffield. That'll reach for the wall, and Sheffield has his first hit of the game. A 2-out 2-bagger. And now it'll bring up Karros. Karros has walked twice. Yeah, 2024, Michael. He doesn't have 19. Chris doesn't have 1924 season, at least not yet, and hopefully one day he may. Because if I'm correct, the 1924 season was a heck of a year for players such as Walter Johnson, Babe Ruth, and of course the legends of the game. Strategy roll for Sheffield. He'll stay put. Reynolds 6-3, possible error. Karros 3-2, grounder to second base. That ball is hit to Biggio. His error rating is a 4. That's a 4. He knocks it down, picks it up, drops it. Everybody's safe. That's an error on Biggio. We didn't make many of them, but he will do there. And that is an E4. That's the first error on the Astros. They did have an error in the game historically. And now Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth is 1 for 2 with a double. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, top of the 5th, now 5-3. Reynolds again, a tough error there on the Dodgers. Strategy roll, that is a 3 and nothing happening. Reynolds will go ahead and pitch. Reynolds, 4-1, error on a grounder. Hollingsworth, 6-2, it's a base hit to center field. Sheffield will come in to score. Center fielder for the Astros is Hidalgo. His error rating is a 7. That's a 2. He's going to make an error. He's going to make an error on a grounder out there. So that is an error on an S8. So Karros automatically gets to third. Hollingsworth to second. Karros gets a chance to score. He gets a chance to score. Karros' base running rating is a 2. Center fielder Hidalgo a -2 arm though, but remember with 2 outs he needs it's a 1. So a 1, Karros will score and he won't. He holds, but at 5-4. Another error. So Karros does hold at third base. Hollingsworth gets a base hit, and that is an E8. Second error on the Astros in this inning. As Michael Peterson wants to make us feel old, as he says Karros' son, playing for the Rockies. Thank you very much, Michael Peterson. We all now feel a little older, okay, for you saying that. Thank you, sir. Here's Mondesi. Mondesi is 1 for 2 with a bomb. So right now, Shane Reynolds' defense for the Astros is letting him down. Runners at second and third. And Reynolds should be out of this inning, but he can't get it. Reynolds will pitch. Reynolds, 6-3. Again, possible error. Mondesi, 1-2. Fly ball, right field, but that's a 6. That won't be an error. That's going to be a catch by Derek Bell. And the inning will end there. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors. It's now 5-4. Going in the bottom of the 5th. You're welcome. I was being sarcastic. Jeff Bagwell leads off for the Astros. Mills is going to stay on the mound. Bagwell hit a bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Now a 5-4 game. Mills will go ahead and pitch. Mills, 1-4 against the righty. That's ball 4. That's a walk. And Bagwell will trot to first. Bagwell goes to first base. Next batter is Bell. Bell is 0 for 1. Walked his last time up. Infield a double play. Mills trying to keep it here as the Dodgers have now come back. They're only down by a run. Strategy for Bagwell. He stays. Mills, 5-4. Possible error. Bell, 4-6. That's powered into right field. That's an 11. And that's going to be a double. Double to right field. Dodger Mondesi, his error rating is a 3. He's not going to make an error. But will that score Bagwell, though? So a double to right. We'll check the chart. 5-4. And 5-4 is hold if less than -1. Right fielder for the Dodgers is Mondesi is a -2. He will hold. So Bagwell holds at third and Bell holds at second. And nobody will score, but it is a double for Bell. So now runners at second and third, nobody out. Infield coming in. Berkman is the batter. That's it for Mills. He's tired. Dodgers will go to the bullpen. So weird to see inside pitch advanced charts and inside pitch, isn't it? That's why I now call this, I guess I can call this game inside pitch semi-advanced. Semi-advanced, I guess. Let's see who's coming in. We're going to go with... Coming on to pitch for the Dodgers is going to be Mike Maddox. 1 win, 1 loss, a 3.77 ERA. So Maddox will come on to pitch. He'll be the third pitcher, and he can pitch to 5. So Mike Maddox will go ahead and pitch. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Infield is in. Maddox will go ahead, strategy roll. Not the 1, Bagwell stays put. Maddox. 3-3, walk plus, ball 4. As usual, it's a walk. And the bases are loaded, and here comes Hidalgo. Bases loaded, 1 for 2. Hidalgo got a single his last time up. They're going to play double play death to try to turn 2 here. Or they're going to play in. You know what? No, they're going to play in. Dodgers absolutely really need to. Dodgers need to get wins. Maddox will go ahead and pitch to Hidalgo. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 13. Maddox will deal. Maddox, 3-6, strikeout. No. Hidalgo, 1-5, and it's a ground ball to third. It's a ground ball to third. Now, with nobody out, this would be, I would use the old infield in idea. So, ground ball to third. So, the infield is in. So, 1-0. And Bagwell's base running rating, however, is a 2. So ground ball to third, they're trying for the home to first double play. A 1, it's a double play. A 2, Bagwell the throws coming to the plate. So a 2, Bagwell is safe and the throw goes to first. A 3-4-5, Bagwell is out. And a 6, Bagwell is safe, the throw went to first. Whatever. It's a 4. The throw comes to the plate. They do not get the double play, but Bagwell is out. So Bell goes to third. Berkman to second. Hidalgo to first. 1 out. The next time that happens, I'll use the infield in chart. So they do get the run. So it is a fielder's choice. And now the batter is Baco. Baco is 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield in, 5-4 Astros. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 9. Maddox will pitch. Maddox, 5-6, strikeout. Called strike 3 on Baco. 13 plus 4 is 17. And that's what that is. Struck him out. And that is a huge K. 2 down. And now it's up to Bogar. Bogar is 0 for 2. Maddox trying to get out of it here. 2 outs. 5-4 Astros. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 16. Maddox will pitch. Maddox, 6-4. Strikeout 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The Dodgers had bases loaded, and they get The Astros had bases loaded and they get nothing. Good day, sir. No runs, one hit, a couple of walks, but the Astros don't get anybody across. 5-4 Stros after 5. On to the 6th. Reynolds can still pitch to a few more batters. Adrian Beltre leads off for the Dodgers. And Beltre is 0 for 2. Top of the 6th inning. Chance for the Astros goes by the board. Reynolds, 4-1, error, grounder. Beltre, 3-6. It's powered into center field. That's a 16. It's going to stay up there. Going back for it is Hidalgo. He'll have a lot of room. He'll make the catch. And that is the first out. Next up is LaDuca. LaDuca has 2 singles tonight. He's 2 for 2. Reynolds will pitch. Reynolds, 5-6, strikeout, no. LaDuca, 1-5, he grounds one to short. And Bogart will get that for out number 2. Mike Maddox is going to come out of the game. And we'll see a pinch hitter for the Dodgers. And let's see who they're going to go with. And it will, coming on to bat, will be Jose Vizcaino. 252 average, a homer, 29 RBIs. He will pinch hit against Reynolds. So 2 outs, 5-4 here. Reynolds will pitch. Reynolds, 5-5, strikeout, no. Vizcaino, 1-5, base hit into right. Vizcaino goes ahead and holds at first base with a 2-out base knock. It'll bring up Grudzielanek. He's 0 for 3. Strategy rolls are still active. Nothing on the 9. Vizcaino stays put. Steeler fan joins us here at the Astrodome. And, of course, we know he would not miss an Astros game. Reynolds, 2-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Grudzielanek, 1-4. It's a base hit past first. It'll be a single. Vizcaino with a base running rating of 4 with 2 outs. He'll make third. And now runners at the corners with 2 outs. Now Reynolds is tired. The next batter is Counsell. And Reynolds is now tired. Counsell's 0 for 3. And that's going to be it for Reynolds. He will come out of the game. So Shane Reynolds coming out. Although he is due to lead off, but they're going to take him out. And we'll see a quick pitcher here for the Astros. And with a lefty at the plate. Coming on to pitch for the Astros will be Trevor Miller. 3 wins, 2 losses, a save, a 5.07 ERA. Miller's job, get 1 out. Reynolds does leave with the W. Good to see Matt here in the chat. One of the guys that's been there since the first. I was thinking a double switch, but it's the 6th inning. I do not do double switch. If I do a double switch, it's not until the 7th. Vizcaino on at 3rd, Grudzielanek on at 1st. Miller will pitch to Counsell. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 6th. Miller looking in to get Counsell. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping for 1 out. Miller, 6-3. It's of course, and what is it? It's of course a walk, and that's what it is. Walk plus, and he walks Counsell, and now the bases are loaded. It never friggin' fails. I always get a walk when I bring in a new pitcher. Here's Sheffield. Sheffield 1 for 3. Gary Sheffield. Bases are loaded. Top of the 6th, 5-4 Astros. This guy, Dodgers have all ducks on the pond. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 2. Miller will pitch to Sheffield. Miller, 2-4, possible error. Sheffield, 2-2, and it's a base hit to center field for Sheffield. Vizcaino will score. Center fielder for the Dodgers is Hidalgo. His error rating is a 7. That's an 8. He will not make an error, so normal runner advancement. Grudzelonic's base running rating is a 6 with 2 outs. And he will 4-5. Let's see. 4-5. Hold if -2. Center fielder Hidalgo does have a -2. Grudzelonic will not score. He will hold, but the game is tied. Stadium groans. So bases loaded, an RBI single for Sheffield. Here comes Karros. Karros is 0 for 1, reached on an error, but walked twice. And Reynolds is going to lose the W when Valdes is off the hook. And now bases loaded with Karros at the plate. 2 men down, tied at 5. Fans here at the Astrodome cannot believe this. Astros had a 5-0 lead. Miller will strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Miller will pitch. Miller, 4-4, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. Finally. Actually, it's a called strike 3, but it doesn't matter. 1 run on 3 hits and a walk. And we're tied at 5 going in the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers need a pitcher, and they're going to go bring in, I think they're going to bring in another righty. Coming on to pitch for the Dodgers is going to be Jamie Arnold. 2 wins, 4 losses saved, a 5.48 ERA. Arnold is going to be the 4th Dodger pitcher. He can pitch to 7. And we'll see a pinch hitter for the Astros as Miller is done. So let's see what we got here. And coming on to pinch hit for the Astros is going to be Bill Spires. 288 average, 4 homers, 39 RBIs in 99. So Bill Spires will pinch it against Arnold. Bottom of the 6th, tied at 5. Arnold, 2-1, it's a blank. Spires, 3-6, it's a ground ball to second base. What did we not have there finally? No walk, but it is a ground out, and that's out number 1. Easy play there by Counsell, 1 down. Finally, you bring in a pitcher and he doesn't walk the batter. Here's Biggio. Biggio was 1 for 3 with a single. Yep, games like that. You just don't see games like this on the other channel with the fluffy cat. Arnold will pitch. Arnold, 3-2, walk plus. Well, there's your walk. Ball 4. Biggio will walk. There's your walk. And he'll walk Biggio. Arnold had 32 walks in 99. Now the batter is Johnson. And Johnson 1 for 3 with a double. Infield set for double play. Biggio on at first. Strategy roll. Biggio will stay put. Arnold, 4-3 against the righty. It's a blank. Johnson, 3-2. And that's a grounder to second base. 1, 2, 3. Shortstop, Grudzelonic +0. 1-3. It's a double play. And they will not get it. Biggio will just be thrown out at second. They're not going to get the relay to first, and that's the second out. And that is a fielder's choice. And now Bagwell. Bagwell 1 for 1, 2 walks and a bomb. 2 outs, tied at 5, bottom of the 6th. Strategy roll for Johnson. He'll stay put. Arnold, 3-6, hit by pitch. Whoa, just missed. Bagwell's an 11. Arnold's a +8, which makes that a 19. That's a 20. Arnold would have been tossed. He doesn't hit him. Bagwell, 6-3, and it is a grounder to second. That'll be handled by Counsell. Counsell will get it. He'll throw to the shortstop, covering to get Johnson, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, a walk, and that is all. Tied at 5 after 6. If inside pitch games are this exciting, we already know how exciting inside pitch advanced is going to be. Come on, Chris, release the game and start making seasons. I want to see a new season, Chris, every week. Get to it. I want new seasons every week. New seasons every week, Chris. Get to work. If you're watching this video, which I know you're not. New seasons every week. Get to it. Top of the 7, Todd Hollandsworth leads off for the Dodgers. He is 2 for 3, a single and a double. Astros need a pitcher. And they got left, right, and right. So the Astros are going to bring on a righty, and it is going to be Jay Powell. 5 wins, 4 losses, 4 saves, a 4.32 ERA. So both starters get a no decision. And Jay Powell, he can pitch to 5. So let's get to it. Top of the 7, Dodgers and Astros tied at 5. Powell, 1-1. It's a blank. Hollandsworth, 3-1, and it's a fly to left. That'll be handled by Berkman, and he puts it out for 1 down. Next batter is Mondesi. Mondesi 1 for 3 with a bomb. Powell will pitch. Powell, 5-2, strikeout. Called strike 3 on Mondesi. Mondesi doesn't like the call, and it does paint the black. It's going to be good, and that'll be a strikeout. Powell had 77 of them in 99, 2 down. That +4 at Astrodome really helps. Here's Beltre. Beltre's 0 for 3, though. Powell will go ahead and pitch. Powell, 4-1 against the righty. Strikeout, 18 will miss. Beltre, 1-6, and a hard line drive to second. Biggio puts up the glove. Pop, and the inning is over. Nice job by Jay Powell. And 1, 2, 3, go the Dodgers. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next game will be tomorrow night. It will be August 8th. We're going to see the Chicago White Sox again, but this time we're going to Network Associates Coliseum for a big American League matchup between the Chicago White Sox and the Oakland Athletics. James Baldwin will be pitching for the White Sox, and Tim Hudson will be on the mound for the Athletics. The Athletics, of course, trying to hold off the Rangers in the American League West. The White Sox still trying to catch the Cleveland Indians in the Central. Big matchup tomorrow night. The White Sox and the Athletics at the network. That'll be tomorrow night on the network. Bottom of the 7th here, tied at 5. Derek Bell leads off for the Astros. Question is Jamie Arnold going to stay out there for the Dodgers? He can still pitch to 3 more batters. And he is due to bat second. Yeah, Arnold's going to pitch. So going to go with Jamie Arnold to stay out there, at least for now. He can pitch to 3 more batters. So here we are in the bottom of the 7th, tied at 5. Arnold will pitch. Arnold, 1-5. Possible error. Bell, 3-3. It's a fly ball to right field. Going after that is Mondesi. His error rating is a 3. That's a 15. He won't make an error. He will make the play. And that is out number 1. Next up is Berkman. Berkman is 1 for 2, singled and walked. Arnold will pitch. Arnold, 6-6 against the switch left. It's a base hit right past the pitcher and into the outfield. Berkman will get to first on a single. And the Astros have the leadoff man, not the leadoff man, but a runner on. And here's Hidalgo. Hidalgo 1 for 3 with a single. Infield set for double play. Berkman will go ahead and see if there's any strategy roll, and he stays put. Arnold will go ahead and pitch. Arnold, 4-1, strikeout 11, called strike 3 on Hidalgo, and they got him. That's 2 down. 2 outs. Arnold is now tired. They're going to say, I can do it, coach. And here comes Baco. Baco is 0 for 2 with a walk. Baco will bat. Tied at 5, bottom of the 7th. Astros at a 5-0 lead. Dodgers come right back. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 9. Arnold, 4-5. It's a blank. Baco, 6-5. And it's a grounder to second base. Picked up by Counsell. He's going to throw to first to get Baco. And that is the inning. No runs and a hit for the Astros. Tied at 5 after 7. Top of the 8th. Jake Powell can pitch to 2 more batters. He is due to bat second in the 8th inning. He will stay out there. And Paul LaDuca leads off for the Dodgers. He's going to bat. Might need to save some hitters in case we go to extra innings. Powell pitching LaDuca. LaDuca, though, is having a good night. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Powell, 5-2, strikeout, and that just missed. LaDuca, 1-3, and it's a base hit for center field. LaDuca's 3 for 4. Go ahead, run on base. And now a pinch hitter coming in for Arnold, as the Dodgers will go to the bench. And let's see who they're going to go with. Let's see. Only got 3 more batters left on the bench. I'd rather save Hundley in case for a catcher, so they're going to go. Coming on to pinch hit will be Dave Hansen. 252 average, 2 homers, 17 RBIs in 99. So Dave Hansen will pinch it against Powell. Infield double play. Fans here at the Astrodome getting a little nervous. Strategy roll and nothing on the 12. Powell, 1-3, strikeout, missed. Hansen, 5-1, and it's a grounder to second base. 1-0-1. Shortstop pivot, Bogar, a 0. The only way they'll turn it double play is on a 1. And the throw will go to first. And LaDuca will go to second. That's out number 1, the only play they had. Slow roller, they make sure they get the shore out at first, even though LaDuca is mud. But he'll make it to second base. But it is 1 out. Now the go-ahead run on second, and here's Grudzielanek. Grudzielanek is 1 for 4 with a single. The question, do you walk Grudzielanek and pitch to Counsell is the question. Grudzielanek, a much better hitter. Counsell stinks. Well, not stinks, a 218 hitter. Do you walk Grudzielanek, but do you go against the lefty? I don't know. Do we walk Grudzielanek? Craig Counsell's a 218 hitter. Grudzelanek's a 326 hitter. Does anybody in the chat have an idea? Ben Wood says go after him. Very well. Strategy roll. And nothing happening. LaDuca stays at second. Powell will pitch. Powell, 1-5. Wild pitch? No. It's a 20. It's a blank. Grudzielanek, 3-6. It's a fly ball to left. And that's going to be grabbed there by Berkman. And that is out number 2. LaDuca, base running rating of 1. I'm not even going to try to send him to third because a fly ball to left is already a -2 in regular inside pitch. He stays put. 2 down. 2 outs, and now here's Counsell. Counsell is 0 for 3 with a walk. Powell is now tired. He says he can get the job done. Powell is tired. He says he can do it. LaDuca on at second. Counsell really not that great a hitter. There are 2 outs now in the top of the 8th. 5-5. Powell says he can pitch. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 16. Powell will deal. Powell. 3-3. Strikeout. No. Counsell. 2-2. And it's a ground ball to first. Bagwell says I got it. And he'll take it to the bag and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Powell says, I told you I can do it, coach. Tim Bogart leads off for the Astros. He's 0 for 3. Dodgers need a pitcher. And they are running out of righties here. They still got Hergis, Shaw. So I'd rather save Shaw for relief appearance. Bogart, and then you got a pinch hitter, and then Biggio. Coming on to pitch for the Dodgers is going, well, you know what? No. I think in this case you do bring in your best pitcher in the 8th inning. They're going to go with Jeff Shaw. 2 wins, 4 losses, 34 saves, a 2.78 ERA. You want to make sure you keep it where it is to have a shot at 9th inning magic. Shaw is the 5th Dodger pitcher. He can pitch to 4. And Tim Bogart will bat. Bottom of the 8th, 5-5. Jeff Shaw, the Dodger closer. Shaw will pitch. Shaw, 2-1, strikeout, got him. Called strike 3 on Bogart. The umpires are really getting a job. That is the 4th strikeout for Tim Bogart. He gets the golden sombrero, 1 out. And now Powell is being relieved, as we'll see a new batter for him. And coming on to bat is going to be pinch hitting for the Astros will be Darrell Ward. 273 average, 8 homers, 30 RBIs in 99. So Shaw will now pitch to Ward. Shaw will deal. Shaw, 3-4, strikeout, 8, swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down. And now here's Biggio. Biggio is 1 for 3, a single and a walk. Shaw will go ahead and pitch. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Shaw will pitch. 5-3, strikeout 2. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Jeff Shaw strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3. After 8, still tied at 5. But will we see some 9th inning magic? I know Steeler fan definitely wants to see some 9th inning magic. Gary Sheffield leads off for the Dodgers. He is 2 for 4, a single and a double. Astros need a pitcher. And let's see, right, and left. And the Astros are going to go with their closer as well to get this into extras. And they're going to go with Billy Wagner. 4 wins, 1 loss, 39 saves, a 1.57 ERA. Hall of Famer. Should have been put in a while ago. Wagner is going to be the 4th Astro pitcher. And he can pitch to 4. So they'll bring in their closer here. So now Billy Wagner will go ahead. No magic. So Wagner will pitch to Sheffield. Wagner, 2-2, strikeout plus 10. That is a swing, that is a miss, and a strikeout. 1 down. Wagner had 124 strikeouts in 99, only 22 walks. That's pretty good. Here's Karros. Karros is 0 for 2, but has walked twice and reached on an error. Wagner will pitch. Wagner, 6-1. That's at the park. Astrodome, 3-6, and it's a fly ball to center. And that'll be Hidalgo getting to that. And that is out number 2. And now Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth is 2 for 4, a single, a double. Wagner gets the sign and deals. Wagner, 1-1. That is an automatic out. And that is going to be a ground ball to third. That'll be picked up there by Johnson. Johnson throws it over to first. And that retires a side. 1, 2, 3, go the Dodgers. Still tied at 5, but now will we see some bottom of the 9th inning magic? I know Steeler fan definitely does not want to see any bottom of the 9th inning magic. I know he definitely does not want to see any bottom of the 9th inning magic. Magic, 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 magic. Here's Russ Johnson. He'll lead off for the Astros. Jeff Shaw can pitch to one more before he tires. He will stay out there. He's the Dodger best pitcher in the bullpen. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping for a big-time hit. Shaw will go ahead and pitch. Shaw, 6-3, walk, ball 4, and the winning run is on. So he goes ahead and walks Johnson, and now the batter is Bagwell. Bagwell is 1 for 2, 2 walks and a bomb. Infield double play depth. Shaw is tired, but they're going to let him pitch. This is what you pay him the money. He's the best pitcher they got. He will pitch. Johnson on at first. Bagwell already has a bomb in this game. Fans here at the Astrodome getting set and ready. Shaw gets the sign. Strategy roll. That's a 20, but Shaw has no pickoff. He'll concentrate on Bagwell. The fans are loud. Shaw will deal. 4-4. Home run chance, but the 20 is too high. Bagwell, 3-1, and it's a deep fly ball to right field. But it'll stay up there. Mondesi will go to it and get it, and that's out number 1. Shaw didn't give up many homers in '99. A 1-3 would have 1-3 would have done it. But he doesn't pitch a meatball. Now the batter is Bell. Bell is 1 for 3, a double and walked. 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Strategy, nothing on the 5. Shaw is tired, but he can pitch. Shaw, 5-2. Range play at the park. Astrodome, 6-4. It's a grounder at the plate. That's picked up there by LaDuca. LaDuca wasn't too bad. His range is a 4, and he will get it. LaDuca's got it. His only play is the first. Johnson will get the second, and that is out number 2. No, I'm not going to have him try for the double play because I really don't see catchers trying to do that. So he'll get the sure out and get it to first, and that is out number 2. That is the right play. And I am supposed to see if he rolls for an error, but that's an even number anyway, so I'm not going to roll for an error on LaDuca. His error rating is a 7. My rule, of course, if it's an odd number, I'll roll for an error. If it's an even number, I will not. So now run 2 outs, and now here's Berkman. Berkman is 2 for 3 with 2 singles, walked, stole a base, got an extra base on an error, and scored on a pass ball. XSG2 says walk him and pitch to Hidalgo. Okay, we'll go with XSG2. So they will walk Berkman intentionally. I will not do anything with Shaw, and now the batter is Richard Hidalgo. Richard Hidalgo is a 227 average, though. But now they're going to go with Hidalgo, and he is 1 for 3 with a single. 2 men down, tied at 5, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. Shaw, if I roll an S1, the ball game is over. I think I gotta take him out. Do I absolutely have to take him out, or do I let him pitch? The problem is he's the best pitcher they got. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and. I think you go with the best pitcher you got. I know he's tired. If I roll a 4-2, the ball game is over. You say let him pitch or take him out? Well, which one is it? The problem is the Dodger bullpen after him is blech. And the thing about if I roll a KW, that could also be a home run as well. XSG2 says go for it. We're going to go for it. Okay. Shaw's going to pitch. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Shaw is tired. A 4-2 will lose the game. A 2-3 as a possible home run, that could also lose the game. Shaw will go ahead and gets the call from the sign. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 16. Shaw says I can do it. Hidalgo is 1 for 4 with a single. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping to win the game tonight. Shaw will pitch. 5-5. That is at the park. Astrodome. 5-2. And it's a ground ball to third. That's going to get picked up by Beltre. Beltre's going to tag third base to force out Johnson. And we've got free baseball. Free baseball. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. Nothing across except a couple of walks. We go to the 10th, tied at 5. We go to the 10th inning. Ghost runners are not active for the 10th inning. I do not activate ghost runners until the 11th. The 10th inning stays normal. Billy Wagner can pitch to one more batter before he tires. He will pitch. Raul Mondesi leads off for the Dodgers, and he is 1 for 4 with a bomb. Wagner will go ahead and pitch to Mondesi. Top of the 10th, tied at 5. Wagner, 1-3, range play. Mondesi, 1-4, grounder to third. The ball is hit to Johnson. His range is a 4. He can't get it, and that's going to be a base hit. Mondesi hits a single, and the go-ahead run is on. Tough play there for Johnson. And now here's Beltre. Wagner is tired, but we're going to keep him out there. Mondesi on it first. Infield set for double play. Strategy rolls are still active. Nothing on. That's a 2. Mondesi gets the steal sign. I'm sending him. 16 plus 1 is 17. Baco -1 catcher. 1 to 16. He is safe. And it's a possible error. Baco's error rating is an 11. And he throws the ball away, and Mondesi goes to third. That's a stolen base and an E2 on Paul Baco. That is the 3rd error on the Astros in the ball game, and the go-ahead runs at third base. Stadium groans. Now the infield has to come in. With no outs, I will use the normal infield, the infield in section. I use the chart when there's 1 out. So Mondesi on at third now. And Wagner now has no room for error. Strategy roll, nothing on the 7. Wagner will pitch. Wagner, 3-6, strikeout plus 10. Got him. He gets Beltre, another strikeout for Wagner, 1 down. And now LaDuca. LaDuca's 3 for 4. He's had a great night. A 232 average, and he's 3 for 4 tonight with 3 singles. Mondesi on at third. Strategy roll, nothing on the 18. Although LaDuca gets the bunt sign. Do you try a squeeze? Do you try a squeeze? Be a 5? I think not. I think you swing. A squeeze would be very interesting here. Nah. Wagner will pitch. Wagner, 6-2. Hit by pitch. 2. Plunked. Ouch. And Wagner is tossed. He hits LaDuca. A 14 minus 3 is 11. That's a 2. And Wagner is thrown out of the game. Due to the rare play earlier, the Astros lose Wagner for the rest of this inning. So LaDuca winds up on base again. And that is it for Wagner. So Wagner's got to come out. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for the Dodgers and Shaw. Let's see who the Astros want to bring on to pitch. And let's see. I think they're all, well, I don't know who you bring in here, but I'm going to go with the best pitcher the Astros have in the bullpen, and that's going to be Jose Cabrera. 4 wins, no losses, no saves, a 2.15 ERA. Cabrera will come on to pitch, and he can pitch to 5. As Wagner is tossed with a hit batter due to the earlier rare play. So now runners at first and second, Cabrera the batter, and we'll see a pinch hitter for the Dodgers as Shaw's done. And it will be, they're going to go with Trinidad Hubbard. 314 average, 1 homer, 13 RBIs. Trinidad Hubbard coming in to pinch hit. And he does hit righties better. So here comes Hubbard. There's 1 out. The question is, and a double play chance is not good. A 2 minus 2 is a 0. You got to play the infield in. Tied at 5, top of the 10th. Jose Cabrera now pitching for the Astros. Mondesi on at third, LaDuca on at first. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 15. Cabrera will pitch. Cabrera, 3-1. Wild pitch. Yes, it goes over the catcher, and the Dodgers will score. LaDuca goes to second. It's 6-5 Dodgers. Stadium barfs. Yeah. A wild pitch will bring in Mondesi as Cabrera throws one easily, and now it's 6-5 Dodgers. And now they're going to go ahead, and they're still going to pitch to Hubbard here, but now the infield is back. 6-5 Dodgers. Cabrera will pitch to Hubbard here. Strategy rolls are still active. Nothing on the 8. Cabrera will pitch. Cabrera, 4-1, strikeout. He'll get Hubbard. Hubbard will go down, and that is the second K. If the Astros can only give up the 1 run, that'll be something. And now here's Grudzielanek. Grudzielanek is 1 for 5, and they're going to intentionally walk him and pitch to Counsell. Grudzielanek's a 326 hitter. Counsell's a 218 hitter. And they're going to intentionally walk him. And what I do is I do not count that against the pitcher. So Cabrera will now pitch to Counsell with 2 outs. So LaDuca on at second, Grudzielanek on at first. And they're going to pitch to Counsell here. Counsell will bat. Cabrera will pitch to Counsell. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 19. Cabrera will pitch. Cabrera, 5-2. Home run result. But Counsell doesn't have any, so that's nothing happening there. Counsell, 6-6. And it's a fly ball to center field. Pretty deep. But it will stay in there for Richard Hidalgo. And he will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, 1 wild pitch, and 1 hit batter and a walk. And we go to the bottom of the 10th, 6-5 Dodgers. Paul Bacco leads off for the Astros. Question is he gonna play? And yes, he will, because the other catcher is Randy Knorr, and Bacco's a better catcher. Bacco's gonna hit. So you got Baco, Bogart, and then a pinch hitter for Cabrera. And let's see what the Dodgers want to bring in to pitch. Bogart, he does a little bit better against lefties. I think the Dodgers are going to go to a lefty here. And they're going to go. Coming on to pitch for the Dodgers and try to get the save is Pedro Borbon. 4 wins, 3 losses, save, a 4.09 ERA. Shaw leaves with a W. Borbon trying to get the save. Cabrera right now has the L. Actually, no, Wagner gets the L, not Cabrera. At the moment. So Pedro Borbon will pitch to Baco. Borbon can pitch to 3 batters before he tires. So here's Pedro. Niedenfuhr is not on the game. Borbon will pitch. Borbon. 1-1. Pitcher result, but the 20 is high. Baco. 6-6, and it's a base hit pass short. And the Astros get the tying run on. Baco gets a single. They let him hit, and they get the job done, and now here's Bogart. Bogart is 0 for 4. He has struck out all 4 times. Infield set for double play. Strategy roll. Baco will stay where he is. Borbon will pitch. Borbon, 3-5 against the righty. It's a blank. Bogart, 6-2. It's a base hit for Bogart. It's hit to center field. Will that move Baco over to third? Base runner 3. Base running rating is a 3. That is a 5-5. And holds if -2. So that was hit to center field. Hollingsworth is a +1 arm. So it is not a -2. Baco will make third. So hit to center field. Hollingsworth a +1 arm. And now runners at the corners and no one out. Infield now going to play in. And pinch hitter coming in for Cabrera. As the Astros trying to get bottom of the 10th inning magic. And they're going to go ahead and bring out Matt Meiske. 307 average, 9 homers, 29 RBIs. Matt Meiske will go up against Pedro Borbon here. Infield is in. They cannot try a double. They do not want to do a double play. They got to make sure they get Baco out. Runners at the corners, no one out, bottom of the 10th. This is another game of the year candidate. So here's Meiske against Borbon. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 3. Bogart stays put. Borbon will pitch. Borbon, 3-5 against the righty. It's a blank. Meiske, 5-3, and it's a grounder to second base. Paul Baco is going to hold. His base running rating is a 1. He will hold. Bogart will go to second. The throw goes to first for the out, 1 down. That's the right call. So Baco stays at third base with the infield in. The throw goes to first. Bogart will go to second on a grounder to third. So 1 out. And now here's Biggio. Biggio is 1 for 4, a single and a walk. Meiske. Infield still in. Borbon will go ahead and pitch. And he's tired. Borbon is tired, actually. Ugh. He is tired. Ooh. He is tired. You know what? That's it for Borbon. He gave up 2 singles and a grounder. That's it for Borbon. He will come out. Dodgers are going to go to the bullpen again. And coming on to pitch for the Dodgers will be Matt Hergis. No wins, 2 losses, no saves. A 4.07 ERA. So Matt Hergis will now come on to pitch. And he can pitch to 6 if he gets that far. So Matt Hergis will now go up against Biggio. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Infield is in, bottom of the 10th. Dodgers lead 6-5. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 5. Hergis will pitch. Hergis, 3-3. Walk, of course, but it's too high. BGO's a 14. A 12 plus 1 is a 13. It's too high. BGO gets the swing. 3-4, and he pumped it up. He pumps out to third base. Beltre says he's got it 2 down. BGO pops out to third, 2 away. And now the last chance for the Astros is Russ Johnson. Johnson is 1 for 4, a double and a walk. Baco on at third, Bogar on at second, 2 outs. Matt Hergis, he will pitch to Johnson. You don't walk him and pitch to Bagwell. That's just asking. That's just you. If you go ahead and you walk Johnson and pitch to Bagwell, you deserve what happens to you. Hergis will go up against Johnson. Johnson does hit righties a little better. Hergis will go ahead and pitch to Johnson. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping for Johnson to come through with a hit. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 5. Hergis looking in on Johnson. The fans here are loud. Hergis will pitch. 5-6. Walk plus. And it's a walk anyway. And the bases are loaded. Well, they didn't want him. They got him anyway. Here's Jeff Bagwell. Bagwell is 1 for 3, a bomb and 2 walks. Bases loaded. Bagwell at the plate. 2 outs. Bottom of the 10th. Dodgers lead 6-5. And this is the guy who you want up. If you're an Astro fan. Baco on at third. Bogar on at second. Johnson on at first. Matt Hergis will pitch to Bagwell. Everybody, yep. Mike Terra Supernova says everyone is on their feet. Bagwell sets up. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Hergis will go ahead and he will pitch. Hergis 1-1. Pitcher result 3. And against the righty, it's gonna be an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. That'll get picked up by Beltre. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to second. That's your game. The Dodgers come back from 5-0 and win it 6-5 here at the Astrodome. Stadium barfs. Yeah. No runs, 2 hits and a walk. And the Dodgers pull it out of their arse and win it 6-5 here. That'll move the Dodgers to 53-55. The Astros drop to 75-34. A 5-0 lead. You got 5 runs in the 3rd inning. And the Dodgers come by and take it right back. Final line score coming up. For the Dodgers, 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. For the Astros, 5 runs, 10 hits, and 3 errors. 3 huge errors, as a matter of fact. The winning pitcher is Jeff Shaw. He's going to wind up with the win. Billy Wagner takes the loss. Borbone is going to get credit with a hold. And Matt Hergis is going to get the save, even though he didn't have any in that year. What a ball game tonight. We're not done. 10-minute ticker is next. No lead is safe when you play inside pitch. The dice don't care. They could be down 8-0, 7-0, whatever. The dice don't have, the dice cannot be, you cannot demoralize dice. Dice are going to do what dice are going to do. You cannot demoralize dice. Team could be down 10-0. The dice say we don't care. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Dodgers get a 6-5 win over the Astros. Let's see how the rest of the majors does tonight. August 5th, Boston and Anaheim. Red Sox 864, and that is 8. Angels 652, and that's 5, a win for the Bo Sox. Tigers and the Orioles. Tigers 723, that's 3. Orioles 1223, and that's 4, a win for the O's. White Sox and the Athletics. White Sox 732, that is 4. Athletics 946, that is 6, a win for the A's. Yankees at the Mariners. Yankees 952, and that's 6. Mariners 843, and that is 5. That's a win for the Yanks. Expos and the Cubs. Expos 724, that's 3. Cubs 833, that is 4. They get that win. Rockies and the Reds. Rockies 632, and that is 3. Reds 1352, that is 7, and that game belongs to the Reds. Phillies and the Marlins. Phillies 1365, that's 11. Marlins 635, and that's 4. Win for the Phils. Braves and the Pirates. Come on, Bucks. Braves 1345, and that's 6. Pirates 662, that's 7, and the Pirates will get the win. Now I need my Mets to win a game. Padres and the Cardinals. Padres 864, that is 8. Cardinals 666, that's 10, and that's another win for the Redbirds. On to August 6th, Boston and Anaheim. So the Mets didn't play that night, which means that the Mets gained a half game. Red Sox and the Angels. Red Sox 1152, and that's 7. Halos 055, that's 4, a win for the Bo Sox. Detroit at Baltimore. Tigers 334, and 3 runs. Orioles 1043, 5 runs, a win for the O's. Minnesota at Kansas City. Twins 825, that's 3. Royals 966, that's 11, a win for the Royals. White Sox and the Athletics. White Sox 853, and that's 6. Athletics 1642, that's 7, another win for the A's. Yankees at the Mariners. Yankees 2065, that's 13. Mariners 721, that's 2, and the Bombers bomb them. Cleveland at the Devil Rays. Indians 1525, and that's 5. Devil Rays 762, that's 7. The D-Rays will get the win. Blue Jays and the Rangers. Blue Jays 1051, that is 6. Rangers 1216, and that is 3. That's a win for the Blue Jays. Giants and the Braves. Come on, Giants. Giants 725, that is 3. Braves 1154, and that's 7, and the Braves will win another game. Astros and the Cubs in a doubleheader. Astros 1211, that's 1. Cubs 361, that is 6. The Cubs win the first. Astros 1411, wow, again, that's 1. Cubs 855, that is 6. The Cubs win both games on the Astros. Rockies and the Marlins. Rockies 941, that is 5. Marlins 1441, and that is 6, a win for the Fish. Reds and the Brewers. Reds 1054, and that's 7. Brewers 656, that's 6, and that game belongs to the Reds. Padres and the Expos. Padres 1014, that's 2. Expos 554, that is 5. Win for the Spos. Dodgers and the Mets. Can my Mets get a win? Dodgers 833, and that is 4. Mets 1263, that is 9. And my Mets will stay with the Braves. Diamondbacks and the Phillies. D-backs 1436, that's 6. Phillies 245, that's 4. And the D-backs will get the win. Cardinals and the Pirates in a doubleheader. And this is actually a big series. The Cardinals are back above 500. Cardinals 825, and that is 3. Pirates 1362, that's 9. Raise the Jolly Roger for the first one. Cardinals 813, that is 1. Pirates 845, that is 5. Raise the Jolly Roger for the second one. So as soon as I say that, the Cardinals lose both games of the doubleheader. August 7th, Boston and Anaheim. Red Sox 1366, that's 12. Angels 411, that's 0. Win for the Bo Sox. Detroit at Baltimore. You want an RJL wannabe? You want to be an RJ Craig? If you want to be an RJL, if you want to be me, I know the name of a good therapist that'll help you out. Although I don't think it will work. Tigers 736, that is 4. Orioles 1534, that is 6. Another win for the O's. Minnesota at Kansas City. Twins 455, that is 5. Royals 941, that is also 5. We'll go to extras, and now remember, I don't re-roll, I just use the small dice. Minnesota rolled a 5 plus 0. Kansas City rolled a 1 minus 5. It won't matter. The Twins will get that in extra innings. It just saves time. White Sox at Oakland. We have these two tomorrow night. White Sox 1125, that is 4. Athletics 1245, that is 6. The A's sweep the White Sox tonight. Yankees and the Mariners. Yankees 1021, that is 3. Mariners 831, that is 4. It's a win for the M's. Cleveland at Tampa Bay. Indians 1855, that is 9. Devil Rays 955, that is 7. It's a win for the Indians. I thank you very much, Craig, but I'm not the GOAT. That's got to go to. I would give the GOAT status to people like Ron Juckett, Uncle Ron, Uncle Dave, Baseball Demos, and of course ID Jester. Blue Jays and the Rangers. I'm good, just not that great yet. Getting there. Blue Jays 545, and that is 5. Devil Rays 1364, and that's 10. And the Rangers will beat the Blue Jays. My bad. Giants and the Braves. Come on, Giants. Giants 542, that is 4. Braves 944, that is 5. All the Braves do is win. Frustrating for the Mets behind them. Astros and the Cubs. Astros 1124, that is 4. Cubs 336, and that is 3. And the Astros will get a win. Rockies and the Marlins. Rockies 1542, that's 6. Marlins 1363, that's 9. A win for the Fish. Reds and the Brewers. Reds 1216, that's 3. Brewers 926, that's 4. That's a win for the Brew Crew. Padres and the Expos. Padres 542, that's 4. Expos 633, that's 3. That's a win for the Friars. Dodgers and the Mets. With the Braves winning, can my Mets get a win? Dodgers 642, and that's 4. Mets 1442, and that's 6. And my Mets will stay with the Braves. Diamondbacks and the Phillies. Diamondbacks 754, that is 6. Phillies 1066, that's 11, a win for the Phils. Cardinals and the Pirates. Cardinals 835, that is 4. Pirates 731, that is 3, and that's a win for the Redbirds. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be August 8th. We will be at Network Associates Coliseum as the Chicago White Sox take on the Oakland Athletics. James Baldwin will be going for the White Sox, and Tim Hudson, we haven't seen him yet, he'll be pitching for the A's. Big matchup in the American League with the AL Central 2 and the AL West 1. White Sox at Oakland, be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. And guys, I'm only a couple away from 1,000. Tell people to sub. Come on, I think I'm only 2 away from 1,000 subs. Tell people to sub to me, even if they don't like me, just sub, whatever. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Los Angeles Dodgers come to Houston, down 5-0, and they say that's all you get, and they score 6 unanswered to win it in 10 innings, 6-5. See you guys tomorrow night.